Hello everybody, Big 7 here, back for some more AFL SuperCoach content. I scored 21.89 this week, which was absolutely appalling. It's this time of the year where it's it's pretty much everything's on autopilot. It isn't really a lot to talk about, so I'll try and keep this pretty short and sweet. I've got one trade left, but Finn Callahan got injured and I was still holding home, so that'll get used this week, that final trade, and maybe an opportunity to get past a few teams late on the season that have fallen off a cliff in terms of trades. Like, there's a decent portion of people that will be holding like Holmes and Callahan and starting to field rookies. So that being said, like a lot of the mid-season rookies are actually scoring well. Like Herbert last week, it was very frustrating to see people getting his cover, and then he went, 130-ish? 134 from a 99k player. It's just ridiculous. So I'm kind of looking at my team now, and it's just like, did I make a mistake going to like 24 quote-unquote premiums, or should I have gone more of the top-line guys and then maybe skimped on or just got a stronger 23 instead of like trying to greed for that 24th and having guys like Thilthorpe and I guess it was probably going to be like a higher premium in place of and a rookie in place of like Durham and Thilthorpe. That was probably when the decision was made, and until this week Durham's been pretty good, so maybe it's not too bad. But missing Nas is absolute. It's so painful. My biggest burn man if Sherry didn't exist, like Nas would be my biggest burn man, but I'd bring in Sherry for round 3. He gets Rush of Blood, which he then wipes all over McGrath's face. Scores 3 120s. I trade him in after the Sydney game, and he's friggin' awful. So yeah, Sherry's still burn man of the year, but Nas is he's not far behind. So again, with Nas, I wanted to fade him at the start of the year. Looked like a good call. I was thinking about bringing him in for the West Coast match. Got scared off by Hoff tag or potential tag, which didn't happen. He goes 150. I bring him in for Carlton, where he has Cowan sit on him and gets injured after that. So it's just it's been a brutal year. A lot of SuperCoach is about timing. So I've absolutely nailed the timing on Nas and Sherry trade-ins. If I just had given Sherry one more week in both instances, and even Nas one more week in that instance, then I'm in a much better position. But I'm not. I've made my bed, and I'm going to have to lie in it. So 21.89, no trades, and no premium scores outside of Shees or Dacos. A low ton from Lockie Ash. Cripps has somehow been good. The stats post coach sacking have stood up for Cripps, so he's been good. Bond, I was talking last week how I was 150 captain average across 5 weeks, and then Bond ends up scoring 99, so that's disappointing. Grundy at least with the 135 as well, but where the hell are the rest of my premiums? And then Rowan Marshall as well. Wasn't a late out, he was a late out. And I did see, there was like a late out earlier. It was like a Sharman out for Butler, I think. And I was like, okay, I can go on, live the rest of my life. I didn't watch any Sunday footy. And then I checked the scores of the first quarter. I was like, TDK's doing well. And then it's like, where the hell is Marshall? And just wasn't there. So if I had have seen that, I did have the swing available where I could have gone Sheasel down into the forward line using Banfield, and then got Fitzgerald's score. But as it turns out, 60 wouldn't have been in my best 22. Just a bunch of 70s and 80s across the board. It's need premiums to be doing a lot better than that moving forward, but at least we have premiums. So Jordan Clark, I can't even look at that guy. There's just, so many trades I would make if I had like an extra couple. Like I would love to get rid of Clark. I'd love to get rid of Sherry. Worrell's up and down. And now we've got Callahan out. Got Holmes. Thilthorpe. It hasn't been a complete disaster because I got him for low 300s, but he will be seeing the field from here on out, and thankfully has a match up against Essendon. So before I show you what I'm going to do with my final trade, let's take a look at who the most popular trade-ins and trade-outs are amongst the top coaches. Trade-outs, we'll start there first because I'm expecting it to be Callahan and Holmes. Yeah, that really says a lot. So I reckon Callahan would be higher owned in the top 1% than just 356. I reckon there'd be a lot of people forced into holding him, maybe Holmes as well. So, and then there's just no luxury trades going on in the top 1% really. Like a few people maybe cashing out Hawker Hahn and maybe putting some money on Callahan's head, I guess. But Bailey Dale injured as well, so people were trading him out. Fitzgerald, Marshall. He's if you had luxury trades, you'd like to get rid of him because TDK is back, but I don't think many are in that position. People trading Herbert out, that's a bit crazy to me. He outscored all my premiums, but I can understand if people want to cash him out, get up to an extra premium or something like that. And it's pretty straightforward. Just the sheer volume of trade outs is pretty striking. There's not many, I reckon. Top 1%, that's probably 1,800 coaches. So in total, that's probably like 400 trades or 450 trades. So not a lot of coaches up the top with trades left. Although it is Tuesday, maybe people are sitting on their hands and will fire away once teams come out. But let's take a look at trade-ins. Gordon, I'm a bit annoyed to see that he's highly owned because I think he's the one I was going to go for. Coming off a 147 against GWS, the CBAs, I didn't actually check this week, but I was talking to someone last week, like Errol could be a decent pod moving forward. The CBAs are ramping up 50%. You probably will stick around that 50% for the rest of the year. But 511k looks a pretty natural upgrade from Callahan, and I think the fixtures are pretty good as well. Saints this week, Port, Essendon, North. That's pretty good. Maybe a slight concern that he gets rested at some point in those 4 fixtures, but I'm probably willing to roll the dice. If you wanted to pivot away to Heaney, which I think I'd actually strongly consider now, although I guess there's only 116 people getting Errol. What's the ownership? It's only, there'd be 4% of dead teams, so it's really only 1.8. Yeah, I'm probably just getting a bit too cute. I think Errol's a pretty good trade-in. Heaney, I don't mind him either, especially with that Essendon match coming up. But he's another one that could get rested in the backstretch. Dawson, Smith, talk about them every week. Will Ashcroft in some great form, but I think I would go elsewhere. It's kind of... he's a really good player, obviously, but is he really going to keep up? The 174 against Essendon, 137 against the depleted Port Adelaide. It's a pretty good fixtures after that. So I think Ashcroft is actually all right, but I'm always a bit cautious about buying the top. I'd rather buy the dip. So we saw it with Wilkie. Is kind of like pumped out a massive score, people jump on him, and then hasn't really fired a shot last couple of weeks. So I wouldn't be going Ashcroft mainly just because I want to buy the dip. I would just buy someone else, but he is fine. Smith, talk about him every week. Rankin, he got through the Collingwood game all right, and last 3 matches are pretty soft. Essendon, and Richmond, and then Fremantle and GWS. So 3 good games in there for Rankin. He's a good option. Zorko, what did he do last week? Why are people interested in him? 1-2-3 against Port. I guess I don't mind it as a pod. Like, he does have the scoring potential. He's just extremely injury prone. But I was saying it with Miller and Rankin last week. These kind of picks get better the closer you are to the end of the season, because they don't have to survive as long. I would be worried about Zorko potentially getting a rest, though. But when would that be? It'd probably be around 24. Like, I don't think Zorko would miss a Q clash. Probably wouldn't want to rest him for the Hawks game, which is an important one. So maybe it's this week if he's going to get a rest. And hard to predict those kind of things. But yeah, I think Zorko would want to play the big games, and maybe gets rested. He's fine. Grundy, if you need a rock, I think that's good. 530k, so down 150k from price, from starting price. 135 on the weekend. Was against Madden though. Fixtures not awful, but not amazing either. It's kind of just this patch in the middle where he's gone like 90 to 110. That's probably what you're getting from him rest of the season. So it's probably a fair price if you want to rock. Go for it. Nas would love to get him. My plan was let Nas drop 25k, so that was like a 140 or under, and then I could have snaffled him up this week. And if he went like 160 or 170 last week, break even would still be relatively high. But he goes 194. Break even is still at 146, but I could run the gauntlet, hope that Jordan tags him if he goes like less than 90. I think I'd be able to afford him next week. But I need a midfielder anyway now with Callahan injured. Last week I was looking at defence mid because I wanted to be able to cover a defence injury if it happened, but I got the mid injury instead. So I'm pretty content just getting a midfielder now. And Mills, I don't think I spoke about him, but I think he is fine as well. I think I've spoken about him in previous weeks. So I need to check the injury list actually. Because Callahan, I'm pretty sure they said they said the season, right? Yeah. Geelong. Home 7 to 9 weeks. So if I get Gordon in, which I think is my preferred target, like I've got 52k in the bank, I can afford Callahan to Gordon, so I think I'm just going to do that. So that will leave me 5,100 spare, and I can trade the Callahan out over Holmes. Just maybe this swing will come in use, like if Carmichael randomly gets a game. Maybe Geelong have done a dodgy and Holmes comes back sooner than later. I remember there was like, I think it was a couple of years ago, might have even been last year, where it was like Tom Stewart was out and they listed him as like 4 to 6 weeks and he only ended up missing 1, but people obviously traded him out because of that time frame. So maybe there's a bit of hopium, copium, whatever you want to call it, around Holmes. But yeah, I'll hold him over Callahan, and yeah, it would it'd be nice to see him back, but it seems like a pipe dream. So I think that's my trade plans. I can't go at anyone else other than Gordon, but yeah, it just feels natural. Like he's relatively low owned. Like people are getting onto him now. If we go back to the very start of the year, he's the first player traded out. Traded him out for Milan after he got injured. So it's kind of, I don't know, the season's wrapped up. Getting Gordon back in kind of brings things full circle. If for some reason he's rested, then I think I'd probably go Heaney maybe. They could get some attention this week, but Maybe not. I think he did okay against St Kilda earlier in the year. Actually, what happens if I trade Holmes? No, I can't get Holmes to Nas. No, that's what I was trying to do with the price drop. I don't think there's anyone else that's like 600k that I really like. Ashcroft is out of my price range, but even then, I wouldn't go there. Neil, I'm happy to let go. Horn Francis, I'm happy to let go. But he's been in great form. Wish I had got him, but went the different route in the forward line and probably needed to, the way things are panned out. Dawson, I don't mind. So he's got Eston, Richmond, Frere, GWS. So that's pretty good. I don't mind him as a trade-in, just a bit too highly owned, like 30%. I want some fun picks at this point of the year, especially now that I'm knowing potential in contention. I don't know where potential came from. Richards, I wanted to get him in 3 weeks ago. This was always going to come. 133, 97, and 149. And that 97, he tweaked his ankle in the first quarter and spent a bit of time on the bench. So I wanted him for this run. Now it gets a bit tougher. Freo, North, Carlton, Melbourne. So wouldn't be getting him in, but wish I did get him in for that run. Oliver, happy to go with that. Hill, if you need a forward, I think it's fine. But I think Errol's just the man that I want. So just ties things up nicely, going around in full circle. Let's take a quick look at leagues, actually. Is there anyone in the league that's like top couple of 100? Geez, there's a few. Big PJ up in 106, coming on the grill 54, and give me more at 34. And then, Fresh Vu, Blue Ballers, Bulgarian team, all making up top 1,000. So, hope you guys all do well. I win league finals for this, yeah. So, I am 16th in total points and 4th in the head-to-head on the ladder, coming up against Novaks. I wish this was a cash league because that is just some jammy bullshit. I don't deserve to be playing finals in this kind of league. So, pretty ridiculous. For those that do follow, have serious leagues, I hope that they go well. And we'll go through captains and vice captains. Almost forgot to do those again. Surely can't be worse than Bonk last week. Dacos and Smith facing off at the MCG. I don't mind Dacos. No, he's going to get O'Sheen attention, so not Dacos. Bailey Smith, I don't think has a high enough ceiling. Has he gone 150 yet? I feel like he just does 140s and he's gone 172. Oh, he's gone a few 150s actually. Ignore what I said about the ceiling. 130 against Collingwood. Yeah, it's probably fine. I can probably do better though. Jackson, I wonder if he's playing injured or something like that because the form has dropped off pretty dramatically. Hasn't turned in 4 weeks. So the vice captain will not be going on Jackson, although I did that last week. Bond is probably fine, although it's a tougher matchup, but it's Bond, so he's pretty dependable. I don't have the courage to go Gordon. Wouldn't be going Grundy. Wouldn't be going Marshall. Wouldn't be going Blakey. Hawks and North. Sheasel. Can't really deny that form. He's been outstanding this year. I kind of just coming to the realization that I don't have premiums, so captains is hard. All the premiums I do have just score 80 or 90. Anyway, she's a solid. Port and GWS. Horn Francis, if you're feeling frisky. Brisbane boys against Carlton is fine. yeah, West Coast and Richmond, don't think there's anyone there that people would have. Uh, Gold Coast and Melbourne, Big Max is an option for those that have him. Do people buy into Petrarca Revenge Game? That could be a really ballsy captain, but that would be extremely ballsy. Can he find that start of the season form? All the media attention from the Lombard spray last week and coming up against the Old Melb. It could be a sneaky pod, but I'd rather that as a VC rather than captaining him on a Sunday. And then Essendon and Adelaide. So, yeah, Dawson would be a pretty dependable option. Not sure how I'd feel about any of the Essendon players. So, I've pretty much shot on nearly everyone. So I guess that leaves me probably Sheasel captain. And do I go Dacos vice captain? What did he do against... Oh, no, he's going to get O'Sheen. So, no, I'm not going to go Dacos. I'll probably just go Bont. Surely redemption game after a low ton last week. A couple 150s before that. Does he go well against Freo? 144, 118. Seems alright. Or do I want to be a bit fancy? Go Errol against St Kilda. Fast deck at Marvel. I think I'm just going to go Bont into Sheasel. Sometimes the simplest thing is the right thing. So, yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. And hopefully can go back to my ways of 150 captain scores. But it's hard when no one in the team does 150. So it wraps things up for me. Pretty much... the footy focus, these videos are going to get shorter and, nothing to talk about really now that trades are gone. I know people would like more trades in this format and make it a bit more like fantasy, but I gave up on my fantasy team after round 12 because there were no boosts and the effects of injuries in there cascaded even harder than they do in SuperCoach because you only get 2 trades every week no matter what, so... I remember I was like holding Devin Robertson like 4 weeks after he got injured just because I had so much other stuff to turn out, to trade out. So, I hope that Supercoach doesn't change, even though at this point of the season it is a bit boring because no trades to make. Not really a lot of control, but that's the punishment for playing optimally. You should be... getting into the back end of the season as fast as possible, getting premiums as fast as possible, and then floating on to the end. But I do wish that I hadn't gone for that 24th, and then I could have traded out Holmes, I could have traded out Callahan. I had one trade out, left for the back end, but like I said earlier, like a lot of teams are going to fall off. And my focus is going to be on NFL, so starting to build my spreadsheet for redraft leagues, try and back up the second place finish last year in SuperCoach NFL along with the Cup, and I think I'll make a few videos, but not like... probably just a few preseason videos. Like I don't think I'm going to do a team review every week, but... maybe a few videos pre-season. Once the season, once the game opens for SuperCoach, and maybe a couple of videos on redraft as well. But I also want to draft a couple of teams in like some home leagues before I put my thoughts out and then get sniped on all my players, which seems to happen anyway. But maybe protect that a little bit. But I'll be back next week for some more AFL SuperCoach. See if I can break 2,200 this week. And hopefully things are going well for you guys. Although it seems like a lot of us are in the same boat of praying to the injury gods. And please, just no more injuries. We can't take any more. So... as per usual, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you for the next video.